Good evening, you're watching the 7 o'clock BNS News, and I'm your anchor Anin Aimad.
And I'm Diana Alfred. Thank you for watching us today. For today's headlines, Abu Dhabi International Book Fair is back on its 27th year. Ramadan preparations worsen Egyptian pound value to reclaim the 18-pound mark.
French-elect Emmanuel Macron will take over as the President of France. Dubai bans dogs from walking in public places. Abu Dhabi International Book Fair welcomes a new honorary guest and gathers an abundance of culture in its 27th annual event. More on this with Kinza Knight Judy.
The Abu Dhabi International Book Fair welcomes China as this year's honorary guest. The Chinese pavilion displays an array of artistic paper and translated books from Chinese to Arabic. Both the paper and the books can be purchased at the counter when entering the booth. China also displays its cultural aspects through short videos and artifacts. Chinese name-writing souvenirs are a great attraction at the booth. Marking the 27th year, the book fair gathers UAE's youth to showcase their talents and skills. The exposition mainly revolves around art and creative work. This year, the book fair is encouraging students to take part and sell their work. Visitors can also interact with the great Sheikh Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi, the personality of the year at the fair. Notably, vendors from different countries are selling a variety of books ranging from culture, culinary, and art.
There's just so many options to choose from, and this is just this one place where you can see everyone just displaying and expressing their talents in their own way. And I myself bought this own book right here, and I just can't wait to get into it and see what it's like.
Music stalls are also included to educate visitors about the different variety. The fair also introduces visitors with the opportunity to directly interact through reading stations, art displays, and kids shows. W's Radio 1 presents segments and competitions for children.
In this year's book fair, many cultures merge together but still manage to express their unique individuality. Kenza Knight Judy, BNS, Abu Dhabi.
In the UAE, Dubai's municipality has banned dogs from walking in public areas such as beaches, parks, and sidewalks. Salma Abdul Hamid has more.
Dubai is slowly becoming an anti-dog friendly city. The Dubai municipality has posted signs that ban dogs from almost all public areas in the past few months. These actions have triggered and angered many dog owners living in Dubai. Salam Abu Hleba, one of the affected owners, says it is unfair to those who have always followed the rules.
Currently, beaches are banned, parks are banned, everything is banned. And it personally annoys me because I take such good care of my dog, and I know so many owners do. But they're banned because of some people's irresponsibility. For example, carry a bag, pick the feces up, throw it. It's that simple and easy. But some people neglect to do that. Hence, the government has started banning dogs.
She also feels that different actions should be taken towards those who are irresponsible.
The government should start opening places for dogs to walk around, to enjoy, to just do dog things, like walk on the beach with their owners, run in parks. I don't think there should be restrictions. I think if someone's dog is misbehaved, or the owner himself, that they should put a regulation, like give that person a warning, give them a second warning, and then ban them from that whole place. Why ban a whole community of dog owners?
The municipality allows people to take their pets out in just a few places which are considered far away for most Dubai residents.
Here in Al Warathan Pets Market, dog owners can bring their pets for walks or playtime in the grass area. They can also bring their pets to take part in competitions that usually take place on Fridays.
With hardly any sidewalks or play areas for people to spend time with their dogs outdoors, will the municipality reconsider different measures to give the animals and their owners their freedom and rights back? This is Salma Abdul Hamid, BNS, Dubai.
In the world of politics, Emmanuel Macron defeats Marine Le Pen in the French presidential race with 66% of the votes. Our reporter Khatima Samir has more.
Emmanuel Macron vows to the public in his acceptance speech after winning the French presidency on Sunday. Crowds cheer with joined relief at the courtyard of the Louvre, waving French and European Union flags. His win against head of the National Front, Marine Le Pen, makes history. The former investment banker is France's youngest president ever elected.
I hope that we don't find out that you have an
The
offshore
outcomes of
account
the debate last Wednesday night is really where Le Pen missed her opportunity. Le Pen's hardline stance on quitting the currency were also key concerns among her supporters and opponents. Macron will take office May 14th. Khatima Samir, BNS.
The siege on the Gaza Strip is tightening every day. Its residents fear there may be no hope for the future. Our reporter Diana Farah has more. The humanitarian situation on the Gaza Strip worsens every day. The 10-year Israeli siege on Gaza has caused its residents to lose hope for the future. Palestinians in the blockaded strip only get 3 to 4 hours of electricity per day and barely any running water. Gaza resident Adla Farah says hope of leaving the strip is near impossible.
Travel and transportation is very difficult. Many people are in need of medical treatment, but they cannot leave the strip and die inside Gaza.
The power crisis has forced public hospitals to suspend most critical services, risking thousands of lives. Israel has reduced the number of approvals for Palestinians to leave the Gaza Strip since 2016. The Egyptian Authority has kept the Rafah crossing closed for the entire month of April, leaving Palestinians in Gaza with nowhere to go. Diana Farah, BNS.
In the region, the Egyptian pound is continuing disappointing fluctuations as the country is nearing the holy month of Ramadan. More with Abdulrahman Al-Kallawi.
As Egyptians prepare for the arrival of the holy month of Ramadan, Egyptian pound suffers yet another blow after its failed recovery attempts. Food prices spiked by almost 44% ahead of the fasting month. After maintaining an estimate of 15.8 to 16.1 Egyptian pounds per $1 mid-February through early March, a dollar is now worth 18.1 Egyptian pounds, with the market price freely deciding the currency's value. The Egyptian government allocated 1 billion Egyptian pounds in subsidies to ease Ramadan purchases. Central Bank of Egypt's Governor Tariq Amir says the Egyptian pound is experiencing normal currency devaluation procedures.
معروف كل الدول اللي عملت كده تعويم بيحصل الأول قفزة وبعدين يرجع لمستوياته الطبيعية.
Amir has recently announced he will be attending the 24th Governors Meeting of Francophone countries' central banks on May 18. Abdulrahman Al-Kallawi, BNS.
Karak tea has become an iconic beverage amongst Emirati youth and residents. Yet these little shops are a big part of the industry in the UAE. More on this with Khatima Samir.
The young man rushes to take her order from the chain of restaurants and karak outlets along this famous street in Mamzar, Dubai. This little area bordering the Arabian Gulf drives customers from Dira and Sharjah for its popular cup of tea. The 1 dirham hot beverage is an ongoing business. Many karak cafes sells up to 700 cups. But a lot goes into keeping this small drive-thru up. Rent, furniture, machinery, employees' visas and salaries are all expenses. Financial manager of the chain says that the cost of the ingredients only take up to 20% of the venture. Teacup is a brand that just opened 3 months ago. They are 2-floor kiosks distributed along Mamzar's public beach. However, they only sell about 100 cups on a good day. The karak business is inevitable in the UAE. Here, one of the busiest roads near Sharjah's University City, students line up in their cars awaiting for the cup of tea. But just little do they know what it takes to start up their own business. A store like this, 42 square meters, can cost up to 100,000 dirhams for rent. Fili Cafe, a more widely known franchise, sell their cups starting from 5 to 4 dirhams. With 25 branches spread across Dubai alone, they are also available in Qatar and India, and soon will be coming to Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. Along the stores in Mamzar and Mirdif, one of the busiest sites is actually located in Abu Hail, selling between 1 and 2,000 cups on an average day. The staff say they have customers who come every single day. But because of the high demand, rent costs can vary area to area.
It's the Abu Hail. In Dubai, 24 villas now, same different area, but this shop rent is 1,20,000.
Near Hor Al Anz at Malik Tea, hundreds of cars roll their windows down calling for their order. Malak tea makes her karak by first boiling water, then adding loose tea and boiling it again for 3 minutes. Milk and sugar is then added by preference. For some, it's a quick pickup, and for others, it has become a daily social necessity. The small cup is a part of a big industry and has also become a part of UAE's culture. The cup of tea carries more than just its taste. Khatima Samir, BNS, Dubai.
In other news, protests have died, but Lebanon's trash disaster continues with its threats. Our reporter Ranin Hamdoun has more. On Lebanon's once sparkling shores, a garbage dump grows. Lebanon is still struggling with the trash crisis. It all started in July 2015 when the Ni'mi landfill site closed. The landfill is only able to store 2 million tons of waste. Despite knowing that the site is overloaded, the government had no alternative plan. A Lebanese citizen Sharbil Daum's morning routine has been the same. First, he organizes the 9 medications he needs to take throughout the day. Daum then sprays the windows with insect repellent. Daum has suffered a severe case of gastroenteritis. The stomach infection was caused by a huge garbage dump growing in front of his building.
It's so dirty and smelly, it's like living in a graveyard. I'm not the only one who's suffering. All my neighbors are too. Their doors are always closed and they're always sick.
The air contamination in these areas is 400 times of Lebanon's industrial zones. Doctors are warning many Lebanese citizens of major health crises, including cancer.
The cancer risk, based on this route, we found that the number of people who will be prone to cancer raised from 1 person per million to 18 people per million.
In the long term, recycling was the answer to the problem. Many municipalities and citizens are starting recycling initiatives, while many others are simply burning their trash in residential areas. The question remains, what will politicians fix first? The garbage, the water, or the electricity? And until when will Lebanese citizens continue to protest for their rights? Rain Hamdoun, BNS.
The Australian Great Barrier Reef has had its second bleaching event in 2 years. Let's have a look at Salma Abdel Hamid's report.
Australia's Great Barrier Reef is facing coral bleaching for the second time in 2 years. This event is usually caused by stressed corals that are triggered by high temperatures, light, or nutrients which expel the symbiotic algae living in their tissues, causing them to turn completely white and eventually killing the whole reef. Scientists have discovered that 2/3 of the Great Barrier Reef's surface has suffered severe bleaching due to record-breaking water temperatures. This event is causing many dangers to all marine life in the area. Professor Justin Marshall of Queensland University says global warming is to blame.
What we're seeing now is unequivocally to do with climate change. The Paris climate change meeting, essentially the whole world has agreed this is climate change, and we're seeing climate change play out across our reefs.
Environmentalists have called for urgent measures to protect the reef by reducing development of ports along the coast of the state of Queensland. This is Salma Abdel Hamid, BNS.
In health, dance is considered as a form of therapy for people with Parkinson's disease. The movement mantra in Dubai shows us how beneficial dance therapy can be. More on this with our reporter, Diana Farah.
Dance is used as therapy for people suffering from Parkinson's disease. There are more than 75 ongoing dance communities around the world for people with PD. The disease is a chronic movement disorder that affects basic body movements. Patients in Dubai can benefit from this type of therapy with the movement mantra. Vanita Singh was inspired to start the dance group after watching her father suffer from the disease.
Then I thought movement through dance.
Singh started the movement mantra in 2013 and has seen a great increase in the number of members.
When I Googled dance Parkinson's movement, there are number of studies, number of institutes in the UK and the US. Unfortunately, it's not really, I wouldn't even say popular, it's not even considered here as an option.
Group members began seeing beneficial results with their condition after the use of dance therapy. Dubai resident and movement mantra member Rajni Relwani says that the exercises help in strengthening memory.
When we do these exercises, you breathe in and breathe out, feel better, and our muscles and all move. The pains are not there.
Singh offers her classes twice a week, free of charge.
Dance therapy may very well be one of the few art forms that could help combat the disease. Diana Farah, BNS, Dubai.
London concept serial killer cafe opens in Dubai, becoming serial lovers' favorite place. Our reporter Ranin Hamdoun has more. Serial killer cafe opens in Dubai. Serial lovers may definitely find the idea of the new cafe pretty sweet. Serial Killer is a London cafe concept that serves bowls of breakfast cereals. The cafe serves more than 120 cereals and 20 toppings. The shop's signature is mixing different types of cereals and milk together. The dining room consists of beds where people can sit or even lie on. Team leader Suresh Bujel says Serial Killer is the only shop with unique types of cereals.
All new cereals from UK and USA, which is you will not get in Dubai, in a local supermarket or Spinach or Waitrose.
There is also a variety of milk which is flavored by syrups upon clients' requests. People may think that the cafe targets only kids, but this isn't the fact at Serial Killer.
For everyone, all kinds of people who are coming here they love the setup of the bed. They're sitting in a bed and enjoying their cereal.
The London concept started by twin brothers in 2014. The twins were inspired by their own love for the cereal breakfast. And the London concept will continue to expand across the Middle East.
So if you're a cereal lover, then Serial Killer Cafe is the right place for you to catch breakfast and perhaps catch sleep. Ahin Hamdoun, BNS, Dubai.
In sports news, a U.S. senior civil engineer is quitting powerlifting sports after graduation to search for an academic career. Our sports reporter Abdulrahman Al-Kalawi has news on this.
After 4 years at the Leopards powerlifting team, Mohammad Riza of the American University of Sharjah prepares to part ways with the sport as he nears graduation.
I'm currently a senior at American University of Sharjah studying civil engineering, and I would like to pursue a career in structural engineering. It will be very challenging to train professionally as a powerlifter and to be an engineer at the same time.
With a 100% winning rate with his team, retiring never occurred to Riza. But as time passed, things have changed.
I had other plans, like I was thinking of going to bigger competitions, but now I'm just thinking of my priorities changed. Now I'm thinking of forming a family or studying.
Despite the pressure the game exerted on the Iranian national as a university student, it will remain in a special place in his heart.
Everyone wants you to win, your supporters, and sometimes you're not at your best. Maybe you had exam weeks, or you had a bad week, or you couldn't train well for some reason. But I have to say that I'll miss all these days.
A fellow powerlifting champion in the team, Salam Harzallah, shares a special bond with Riza built on both friendship and mutual respect.
أنا وياه آخر اثنين من الفريق القديم بالتيم، كله graduated now. فيا حتى لما اجينا we wanted to decide who's the new captain. The coach kept asking us. أنا ضليتني أحكي no, Riza is the captain. Riza kept saying I'm the captain.
Leaving powerlifting to Riza won't only mean turning his back on the sport he loves, but also a team he has grown close to over the years.
Maybe I don't show it that I'm really attached to the team sometimes because I'm busy with exams and university work. But what people don't understand that they are truly my second family here at AUS. Leaving them is a big thing for me. I would really miss them.
Powerlifting remains a sport that requires a certain working out plan, which to other individuals, including Riza after he retires, can also simply be a life routine. Abdulrahman Al-Kalawi, BNS, Sharjah.
Real Madrid move on to the Champions League finals against Italian team Juventus. Our sports correspondent Kenza Knight Judy reports on the most recent match.
Real Madrid moves up to next month's UEFA Champions League final against Italian team Juventus. After gaining a 3-0 advantage in the first leg of the match against Atletico Madrid, the rival team Real Madrid scores a fourth goal in the second leg. And although Atletico Madrid began headstrong, scoring 2 goals in the first half, Real Madrid's Isco scored a saving rebound goal after Toni Kroos's shot. The Madrid goal left Atletico needing more as it damaged their momentum and it decreased the chances to score. Zinedine Zidane's team beat their rivals in the competition for the 4th consecutive season. But a final round still awaits them in Cardiff, where they will need to perform even harder.
It's too early to say that we are amazing or we are bad, or it's too early. Let's just work the same way, working hard, be concentrate, be more consistent the team, and we will see what's going to happen.
The team prepares to meet Juventus at the Principality Stadium June 3rd. They will attempt to be the first team to win the Champions League twice in a row. Kenza Knight Judy, BNS.
That was all for today's 7 o'clock news.
Thank you for joining us and goodbye.